success of the government, that's not really the success of the government, it's the success of the British people, is that has been taken up by the British people who decided it was the right thing to do. It's been a lockdown of consent, not of compulsion. And I think that's crucial. I think that sometimes one thinks government is more powerful than it really is. If people hadn't decided they wanted a lockdown, there wouldn't have been one. Whether you could never have fined enough people, you could never have arrested enough people to enforce it. But the British people decided that they wanted a lockdown and implemented of their own free will a lockdown slightly stricter than the government was actually calling for. And this has been key to the British people's success in lowering the spread of the disease. So I think one has to look at this in a more nuanced way and say that actually the government has gone with the pace and the mood of the British people and has got that right. And I think it will continue to get it right as steps are taken to come out of lockdown. So I think the idea that we could suddenly pretend to be Swedes is as unrealistic as pretending that we could suddenly become South Koreans. We're not actually going to be either. We're going to be British. Well, you're very right to raise these questions because they show why a virtual parliament is second best to a real parliament, that a debate without interventions is like an egg without salt, to quote the old Punch cartoon. That you need interventions to have the flow and to create that excitement that parliamentary occasions can create. But that we are here at all is really remarkable, that we have a parliament where members can be fully engaged, where the government can be scrutinised and held to account, where constituency issues can be raised, and where legislation can be brought through. It is a really remarkable achievement by the House authorities. And from next week, we are likely to have voting. Just before we started recording, another test of voting was done to see that people could send in a division decision remotely. And so, yes, we can have scrutiny. Yes, we can have legislation, but it's not a full parliament. It's not doing everything that parliament does, and it doesn't have that atmosphere.
We will make America great again.